Happy Monday, everybody. It is the first day of the week that we get to liberate you, the small business owner, from the chaos of working in your business. Monday. It's my favorite day of the week. So welcome into the Business on Purpose platform. I'm Scott Beebe, the head coach, the founder of the Business on Purpose platform, where that is what we do. We liberate you from the chaos of working in your business. And so on a Monday, right around lunchtime on the East Coast, I thought this would be a great time to do this. Some of you might be about to take off and you can, while you're taking a little hiatus from flying the plane, that's what you're doing today on a Monday, is I want you to see your role as an owner within your small business as sitting in a cockpit flying a plane. And when you're doing that, understanding that each one of these things down here is simply systems, processes that you have built in order to buy yourself some time for what really matters most. And what a cool view, right? I mean, that's a fantastic view. But anyway, we want to be building a dashboard, building a cockpit just like this. So how do we do that? Well, a couple things we've got to think through as we're building this cockpit that we're doing. One of the biggest ones, obviously, is vision. And as always, we've got a great little vision piece that we've put together. I'm going to type it in here. mybusinessonpurpose.com/vision. If you go there right now, you can get access to our entire vision template and tutorial completely for free, totally for free. And it's our way of, we tell you all the time that we want to liberate small business owners from their chaos. That's one of the ways that we can do it. So we decided to put that up there completely for free. It's the exact same thing that we take heroic and courageous small business owners through. And if you really need clarity, you can go get it there. So once you've got that vision in place, that's where you've got to start transitioning into actually developing processes. So you can start delegating these things to other really, really valuable people who've got great skill set to be able to live out. But just because they're rock stars, they don't necessarily know exactly what they need to know in order to do your process. So how do we build out a process? Well, what I'm about to show you hopefully will be a game changer for you. Now, before I open the curtain, behind the scenes, I am literally going to take you into our system setup as a business. So this is the Business on Purpose business that I'm about to pull the curtain back on. All right? And so over lunch, if you're here on the East Coast or wherever you might be, it could be morning, could be late in the afternoon. If you're in Europe or in Africa or some of you in Asia, it's nighttime for you right now. Wherever you're at, once I pull the curtain back, I want you to just kind of sit and look at this for a second, okay? And then I'm going to explain everything as we go through. All right, so here we go. This is literally the insight into our business. This is what our business looks like. And so let me lay it out for you a little bit. Over here, we've broken this down into 3 different systems in the business. So the first one is we've got what we call the administrative system right here. In fact, let me see if I can get a little arrow. That might help us out a little bit. There we go. We'll make it big and we'll color it red so you can see it. There we go. All right, so this system right here is the administration system. Now notice this big system here in the middle is not the group coaching system or the AFF system. It is the coaching system right here. I've got it kind of overarching, and there are 5 different elements of the coaching system for us. Group coaching, AFF, one-on-one, FSP, and DISC. All right? And then our third major system in the business is the marketing system. So we've kind of identified 3 major systems within the business. Now, underneath each of those 3 major systems, and particularly within each uniqueness, we've got the different steps that need to take place on any given day in order to make that system work. So in order to make the administrative system work, we've got to have all these things flowing at the same time. In order for the group coaching segment of the coaching system to work, we need these items: promotion, strategy call, weekly calls, and the customer experience workflow. Actually, these blocks are a little bit deceiving because the customer experience workflow is really detailed. There's a lot of different elements and parts that go into that. But here's what I want you to be able to see from this whole thing. This is our entire business on one sheet of paper. It's everything that we could think of on one sheet of paper. We do a lot with podcasts. Well, there's our podcast scheduling. There's our technical subscriptions that we subscribe to, our social media posting, the interaction, the email newsletter, how we use our database, what we do with our podcast is all laid out right there, our Facebook Lives. Now we've not gone in here yet and done this, but you can literally hyperlink each one of these to a document where the process is written out completely. Now you might be asking, well, I see some boxes down here. Notice that we've color-coded, we've got a key up here. So our finance person, our general virtual assistant, our marketing virtual assistant, our admin, our coach, and our head coach. And so notice the colors of each one of these correspond or coincides with the key that's up there. And so you not only know what the process is, but you know who needs to be in charge with the process. Now, down here, what we've done, this is as it stands today. And we're still building our business, and we'll always be building our business. But down here, what we've done is we've color-coded it how we would like for it to be. All right? So one thing I want you to notice is that all the yellow up here is the head coach. This normally happens in a small business. This one person takes on a lot of things up front. But as time goes on, this is how we want to morph the business and begin to pass off these to the different color codes as time goes on. In order to do that, you've got to have processes actually laid out and in place. Now, what we've done down here is we've actually built the processes in here. So you can come down here and a strategy call. What does a weekly call look like? Well, let's click on here and it'll open up, and a weekly call is literally laid out for what it's supposed to look like. All right. So they'll go in here and the weekly call, there's tutorials and everything else that you can possibly imagine in here. So everything will have a drill down over time, but we work under what we call the systems mindset. Is whatever system we're about to do, that's the system that we want to build out when we're about to do it. So that's a visual insight into the process behind our business. And you might go, oh, God, we can never do that. No, you can. All you have to do is sit down and think through every element of your business and create time, create margin to think through what are the big systems, 3, 4 big systems, and then we can kind of drill it down from there so that you've got a visual outlay of what that actually looks like. If you think that's overwhelming, don't. This is owner work. This is what we've got to do. So we've got to sit back. We've got to block off a half an hour or an hour once a week to be able to, again, work on our business. And you might even say, Scott, that's not even possible, is it? Of course it is. You just have to have a non-negotiable weekly schedule to sit down and say, this is what my week's going to look like. This is what we're going to do. Because at the end of the day, you're an owner. And you know what owners do? Is owners fly the plane, right? The owners are not back serving drinks. Not that owners are flying the plane. We've got to make sure that we're constantly in a mode of building a cockpit for ourselves. I hope that helps you out. Thanks for joining us as always. I hope you're flying above the clouds today on a Monday as you're getting liberated from the chaos of working in your business. And I hope you have a really, really great week. If there's anything that we can do to support you in your efforts, please let us know. And for clarity, just go to, let me put this back up here. Go to mybusinessonpurpose.com/vision. There it is right there, /vision. And you can get that completely free tutorial. It's on us. We'll bring the tools. You bring the sweat. Put in the work. Get it done so you can have clarity for what really matters most. Have a great day, guys.